Nostradamus was born in France in 1503, was not just anyone. It was a clairvoyant, a doctor, and a famous astrologer of the 10th century. Was known for one thing: his incredible predictions. He wrote all your predictions in one book, mysterious, called Les Prophets, published in 1550. Today, we are going to show 20 predictions, Nostradamus's futures, that are about to become reality. You are new to the channel, point taken. Make sure you subscribe, activate the notification bell, and give it a like for video number 20. What Nostradamus predicted for our future. It was a dry and arid land, floods, dramatic waves of plague, famine, tsunamis, and wrote more about this aspect, particular state of the earth, saying the dry land will dry up again, and there will be great floods. When this occurred, did not specify where they would happen, these catastrophic floods, but he was more specific about tsunamis that devastate. Also, Nostradamus warned about a great hunger due to the waves of plague that should be interpreted as tsunamis that devastated agriculture and caused disease and famine widespread. Given the precision of the ions of Nostradamus, in the past exists the possibility that we experience climate disasters even more destructive of what we have already witnessed. Number 19. Nostradamus. He also made several predictions worrying about the future of the technology and war. Imagined a world where the most advanced weapons and the cyber attacks would wreak havoc and plunge nations into chaos. It could lead to conflict between humans and machines, painting a bleak outlook for the future. Although the Nostradamus predictions are not yet have concretized, serve as a serious reminder of the possible consequences of technological advancement rampant in today's world, where the technology continues to evolve at a fast pace. Is crucial to keep in mind these warnings and addressing progress with great caution. The progress in technology has brought countless benefits and improvements to our lives. However, it is essential to consider the long-term consequences of our actions. Nostradamus predictions, they serve as a warning and urge us to show responsibility and foresight in adopt new technologies. Number 18. One of the least natural disasters predictable are earthquakes, whose effects can range from a small vibration under your feet to a force colossal that drives the oceans towards the sea. Tyres. Nostradamus predicted one with chilling details 500 years ago, specifically mentioned an earthquake cataclysmic on the coast of Japan that would cause a devastating tsunami, causing the destruction of houses and the loss of hundreds of lives. Our prediction: an earthquake is forecast off the coast of Japan of gigantic proportions. The agency Japan's weather agency reports on frequent earthquakes in region, one of which had a magnitude of 7.6. The waves sometimes rise to approximately 1.2 m. The recent ones, earthquakes and tsunami warnings issued by the authorities, also reflect the possible accuracy of the prediction of our Damus on this. Number 17. In recent years, the changing dynamics and China's growing global influence have raised concerns among the experts in geopolitics and journalists. The rise of China as world power has led many to speculate on the possibility of a confrontation with China. This speculation is fueled by the history of China's military power in regions such as the South China Sea and Taiwan, frequently through its warships. Curiously, Nostradamus also made predictions that resemble this current situation. In one of his quatrains, he wrote about the battle and naval fighting, indicating the possibility of military clashes at sea. Nostradamus also described a scenario where the red opponent, a reference to communist China, pale of fear, instilling terror in the Great Ocean, possibly referring to the Indian Ocean. These predictions, combined with the assertive actions of China in the South China Sea and its growing military capabilities, have increased concerns about the China's intentions in 2023 and 2024. China's stocks, as the large-scale military exercises in the South China Sea in 2023 increased tensions in the region. These exercises involved maritime assets and advanced weapons, was seen by many as a demonstration of power and China's military capabilities. In 2024, China continued its assertive behavior by increasing their military presence around Taiwan region that China considers its territory number 10 in the field of predictions. Psychic Nostradamus claimed that in the year 2024 humans would have the opportunity of making contact with beings aliens. However, unlike of the popular fear of an invasion terrifying suggested that this contact would occur through encrypted signals intercepted by a network of telescopes, indicating a form of communication essentially peaceful. Nostradamus, he also attracted attention for his supposedly accurate predictions in the past. The idea of communicating with beings extraterrestrials have always fascinated the human imagination, and advances in technology could bring us closer to this possibility of communicating with beings aliens, could provide us with new knowledge about science, technology, and even issues philosophical about life beyond the Earth. However, could also trigger a galactic war or less result in an invasion of beings aliens. Number 15. In one of their predictions, Nostradamus predicted that to age the Pope would be replaced by a younger successor. He wrote, on the death of the pontiff, very an old man will be chosen. A Roman of good standing age also warned that this new leader would weaken his position and take over long post. However, the exact meaning of weaken follows being open to the interpretation. This raises questions on whether the influence of the church will decrease or if a new one could arise. Significant scandal. Only time will reveal the true implications of Pope Francis. Is almost 87 years old now and has recently faced problems of health. These health problems stand out even more. The possible need for a successor in the near future. The Nostradamus prediction suggests that the new pope will hold office for long, characterized by a biting activity. The interpretation of this sentence remains uncertain, leaving room for speculation about the actions and impact of the pope during his mandate. Ultimately, the selection of a new pope and his subsequent actions will determine. In the course of the Church Catholic. Number 14. There were claims surprising from one of the predictions of Nostradamus, who foresee a disaster for the Earth involving a collision of asteroids. However, due to the astrological basis of the 942 quatrains poetics of Nostradamus, in less profit, it is difficult to pinpoint exact dates without. However, Nostradamus described a stone heavenly that would fall on Earth followed by a large fire. Some they interpret this fire as a reference to a climate disaster, such as a devastating forest fire. Nostradamus is not the only one to suggest the possibility of an asteroid impact. The Landcraig Hamilton Parker, also known as the New Nostradamus, spoke about the dangers of such an event. However, Hamilton Parker believes that although the threat of an impact exists in the future, that doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world. Highlights that the events of impact have already occurred before, as they show the craters on the moon, and emphasizes that we live in an environment cosmic where such events are possible. Number 13 predicted to us that humanity would be affected by various diseases. He mentioned a great calamity that would affect America and Lombardy, referring to the regions of Italy. Fragment also speaks of a fire on a ship, the plague, captivity, and the specific astrological placements of Mercury in Sagittarius and the position of Saturn as a warning. References to plague and captivity coincide with the situation current global, but other elements of the fragment also seem correlate. The mention of the list's week can represent the sick. Curiously, the deceased already Mercury enters Sagittarius in December 2019, coincided with the first outbreak of COVID-19, while the transition of Saturn in Aquarius coincided with the New York City lockdown in March. However, the prediction it could also cover an event that is still one of the clues is coming is the ship fire and cruise ships trapped at sea due to emergencies on board. According to Nostradamus, is also event that could be expected during the year 2024. Currently, the outbreaks of diseases are related to the evolution of pathogens and the continuing threat of pandemics, and the Nostradamus recommendations seem reflect the urgency of preparing for future health events. Number 12. No, it's just about the climate. The impacts of asteroids, earthquakes, tsunamis, and the new popes could also expect a blow to democracy. Nostradamus wrote about a ruler world that will take control of power. A specific prediction mentions the possibility of a new ruler who will rule the earth for a period very long, sowing terror among his subjects. Also specified that this ruler emerged from the depths from Asia and will take over the world. Western oppressive government and the lack of individual freedom are possible consequences of this world ruler. The prediction of Nostradamus suggests a future in which democracy could be threatened by an authoritarian regime. This highlights the importance of protecting democratic values and promote transparent and fair governance throughout the world. Number 11. Nostradamus warned that the world should prepare for a world war imminent, wrote the Great War will begin in France and all Europe will be attacked. This will be prolonged and terrible for everyone. And then there will be a world war of two great powers over a period of 27 years. Also, he mentioned that the world war will begin in France and will spread throughout Europe, confirming that Russia will be in war. However, due to the open nature of the quatrains of Nostradamus, a world war can mean an economic war, cyber, or a military war with the participation of several nations. Stay tuned for new voices on this topic, with more detailed analysis on how these events might unfold. Don't forget to leave your comment about what you think of these predictions. Number 10. Nostradamus also predicted great things, changes in global policy, including the rise of new leaders with ideas. Revolutionaries mentioned a new leader that would arise and cause a great political transformation, possibly to altering the global balance of power. This leader could be someone who brings new ideologies or forms of government, challenging established norms and creating waves of change worldwide in a constantly changing political scenario. Evolution is possible, that new leaders emerge and play roles significant in social changes and politicians. Number 9. The prediction of Nostradamus on the end of an era. It is also quite intriguing. He mentioned that there would be a great transformation in the world with a radical change in the social systems and structures. This could manifest itself as a revolution, cultural, or a fundamental change in the values and practices of society, as such transformation could be caused by a combination of factors, including technological advances, changes, economic and social movements, and could lead to a redefinition significant of the rules and current traditions. Number or Nostradamus made predictions about the technological advancement and the impact of these changes in human life, spoke about flying machines and instruments, strangers who could alter the way that we live and we interact. These predictions could be related to innovations technological such as intelligence, artificial, autonomous vehicles, and advances in robotics. The rapid evolution of technology is transforming our lives and raising questions on how these changes will influence the future of humanity. Number 7. Her Nostradamus remarkable prediction. It is on the growth of cities and the urbanization. Mentioned the increase of the population in urban areas and the associated difficulties such as scarcity of resources and the increase of the pollution. Accelerated urbanization. It is a global trend that could lead to significant challenges in health infrastructure terms, public and quality of life. The way in that cities adapt and face these challenges will be crucial for the well-being of future generations. Number 6. Nostradamus also predicted the ascension of resistance movements and revolts against oppressive regimes. He spoke about the struggle of the people against unjust authorities and the search for freedom and justice. These movements may arise in response to abuses of power and social injustices and can play an important role in promoting changes and searching of a more equitable world. Number 5. Nostradamus addressed the impact of the climate changes in their predictions. He mentioned extreme events such as droughts, severe violent storms, and changes in the global climate changes, represent a significant threat to the environment and human life, and the need of actions to mitigate and adapt to these impacts are more urgent than ever. Number 4. In his Nostradamus ideas, he also spoke about the increase in tensions between different cultures and religions, described conflicts and disputes between diverse groups, and the consequences of these conflicts for global society. The promotion of intercultural dialogue and tolerance is essential to reduce tensions and promote peaceful coexistence. Number 3. Nostradamus made predictions about space exploration and the search for new worlds, mentioned the possibility of discoveries and explorations beyond of the Earth, what could be related with the increasing exploration of space, and the search for habitats in other planets. Space exploration has the potential to expand our knowledge and open new opportunities for humanity. Number 2. Nostradamus also predicted the change in the way we perceive the health and wellness, mentioned the discovery of new therapies and treatments that could revolutionize the medicine and improve the quality of life. Advances in medical research and in technology are transforming the way we treat diseases, and we promote health with the potential of achieve significant progress in the future. Number 1. Finally, we predicted a period of great spiritual and philosophical transformation, spoke about the search for meaning and purpose, and how this would lead to a new understanding of life and universe. This transformation can involve a re-evaluation of the personal beliefs and values and collectives, and a greater focus on spiritual issues and potential. What do you think about these predictions? Leave your comment below and share your own thoughts on the future. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take and give me like the video and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming analysis on forecasts and future phenomena. Until next time, I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.